Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Spider-Man on the N64. It's time for a bonus!
Excelsior!
That's right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Spidey time. So, we are going to take a look at the costumes that are available in the N64 version. We got Mugello Harris, Black Suit Spidey, which you guys saw,
Ooh.
Captain Universe.
Whoa!
Yep, Spidey Unlimited, which is Reno Romano,
Yay.
Spider-Man, Scarlet Spidey, and Ben Reilly Spidey, because there really wasn't that many Spider-Man costumes by this point. Although, there was a couple more that Peter Parker wore during the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Or Clone Saga, not Clone Wars. And here is the character viewer, where you,
Whoa!
yeah.
She looks like one of those, her face looks like a monkey face.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a monkey.
It looks really good on the PC, though. Like, they really... This is basically like GoldenEye people, like the N64 GoldenEye models. That looks really bad. It's real bad.
Even Jamerson looks better than...
But Venom looks really decent.
He looks great.
But look at Mary Jane. She's exactly like...
They have a monkey face, and the problem is...
It's the same build as Black Cat.
Her head is way too small.
Look at how muscular she is.
She has tremendous muscles.
She's not supposed to be all muscular.
Look at his head is much bigger. She should have had a much bigger face.
Captain America has the nicest model.
He looks good.
He does look good for an N64 game.
That's why Black Cat should have had a mask on.
Yeah, I don't think they could have done it. So there are 33 comic books in total.
Yeah.
And you can see these are all famous Spider-Man comic books from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and this is what you collect over the course of the game. They're hidden in very obscure parts, but I put in a code so I can show you guys what the comic books look like.
Nice.
These books right here show the, the different suits that Spider-Man wore.
Cool.
Like, they're their own really big standalone things.
Nice. Yeah, looks cool. You can see the different suits really easily here. Cool.
Yeah, and that's where Spider-Man walked away from being Spidey. Mysterio, Punisher. Kraven the Hunter is not in this game. Neither is Vulture.
Oh,
there's 2099.
2099.
I love 2099.
He's cool looking. And there's the Black Suit Spider-Man. Yeah, I think people were...
Okay, 32 books, not 33.
I think people really like the black suit in this game. Looks really cool. Or is it the armor, the black armor?
You mean the symbiote?
Yeah, I thought there's like special black and white armor you get.
You talking about the spider armor?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Welcome, true believers and newcomers alike. Spider-Man co-creator Stan
Fantastic
Lee
Four
here.
building.
Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the Amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yay!
Hey, Spider.
Hey, Black Cat, what's going on?
I know there's been some trouble, but the bank's being robbed, and they've got hostages. Use your Spidey compass to get to the bank quickly.
Thanks, Cat.
It's like if you put a wig on a monkey.
It's pretty bad. So this is a Spider-Man Unlimited suit that Spidey wore in space. He got from Reed Richards and some other people.
Something's going on here.
And it has the ability to be stealthy, although I don't know how to use it in the N64 version.
So
he also had a cape originally that they had to remove for the N64 version.
Wow.
In the Dreamcast and PC version.
So this is not $20.99. This is unlimited.
This is unlimited.
Okay.
We'll look at $20.99 next because I know he's a fan favorite, and we'll also show the Cosmic Spider as well. So we're using the level select, and you can see there is unfortunately no what if mode in the N64 version because there's no space.
Oh.
The what if mode is a fun little Easter egg where you can replay the game and crazy things happen. Like the Beyonder will come in and do voiceover. Johnny Storm will show up and say that he's busy and he can't talk to you if you go to the Fantastic Four building.
Oh, I wish we could do that.
Yeah, Ghost Rider will be riding off one of the buildings on his motorcycle in flames.
Someday I need to get you a really good PC so we can do PC games.
Well, that PC game wouldn't work anymore, honey, because
That's a really old PC.
it would
game?
run so quickly. Like, you have to use, like, DOSBox or something else to run a lot of these old, like, PC games.
Oh, but you could run it on the PlayStation version? Or no? Maybe?
Our PS2 can't handle PS1 games anymore. It doesn't work.
Oh.
And I really don't want to get another PS2.
Yeah, like, we have enough systems at home.
I don't have any room for it. There's a Fantastic Four building that you cannot go to in the N64 one.
Yeah.
But you see it over there.
Yeah, that's cool. I would not have known that was the Fantastic Four. I mean, I thought that was like a Channel 4 news thing or something.
Nope, that's the famous Fantastic Four building.
Thank you.
In New York City.
Yeah, I mean, I like Black Cat's, like, the lower part of her. Like, I think I wouldn't change anything about that character model, but when her face, like, her hair is good, I just would change her face.
And this is, of course, the comic book stuff, which you guys, we replaced with the PlayStation stuff.
Yep.
I can't believe they shot down those police choppers.
They're bad
Yeah,
guys.
just my luck.
That's what they do.
I'll probably get blamed for that, too. Is that the bank ahead?
Yes, but be careful, Spider. I saw the chopper dropping off armed robbers on top of the bank.
Thanks for the heads up, Cat.
Then she jumps away.
Yeah, the main thing that looks bad about her face is the fact that the nose looks so...
These will help restore my health.
Her nose looks so black compared to her skin being white. It looks like her nose is a hole. So it looks like she's been in a terrible accident.
Well, the N64 version was made around the same time as the PlayStation.
Yeah.
She doesn't look that much better on the PlayStation version either. However, the PC and the Dreamcast version, she has all new sprites, and even Spider-Man, you know how he has clenched fists right now?
Yes.
He actually has, like, the ability to move his fingers,
Oh
although
my gosh.
sometimes it looks a little weird because,
Yeah.
like, you know, he's going around and punching people. So to have his fingers out in the Dreamcast and PC version, it looks a little...
Oh yeah,
bizarre.
because then he's slapping people.
Right, but he also has, like, webbing added to his costume. Black Cat's costume is more comic accurate of the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
And she has her mask, and she has a completely different face than Mary Jane. Mary Jane is no longer muscular.
Oh, thank goodness.
She, you know, looks like the wife of Spider-Man, just a normal girl.
Yeah, because, I mean, I can't even imagine Black Cat being that muscular, but maybe she is.
Well, Black Cat, her voice actress is the same from the Spider-Man 90s animated series,
Yeah.
but she also voices Mary Jane in this as well.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know, maybe that was they had a limited budget back then as well, so I mean,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot they could have done.
So what is up with Ultimate Spider-Man? Like, I totally forgot.
That was right.
Spider-Man Unlimited?
Unlimited, that's what I meant. Ugh. Was he in a cartoon that we watched during our lifetime, or I can't even remember?
Yes, he was a 20-episode show called Spider-Man Unlimited, where Spider-Man follows Venom and Carnage into space and leaves his wife and the Earth behind to try and save the day
Oh, wow.
and find the missing J. Jonah Jameson's son.
That's the last
Oh,
one.
wow. That's interesting.
And then he ends up on an alternate Earth with animal people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
Yeah, it was kinda weird.
That's definitely out there.
Well, I hope they don't mind if I make a quick deposit.
Let's do this!
I don't think the bank ever minds if you make a deposit. It's when you try to withdraw stuff that they don't like.
Yeah, that's when they stop liking you a little bit. Later,
Yeah.
loser.
Like, when I was working at the bank, I remember asking, because they said, oh, people need to show ID whenever they take money out. And I remember the first question I asked
You
was
have
like,
hostages.
oh, do they need to show ID? They need to show ID when you put money in? And they're like, they kind of laughed. They're like, no, you can always put money in.
Doors locked on the inside.
Yep.
Gotta be another way
So
in.
we're going to show you guys the rest of the bank heist level, and then we're going to switch Spidey suits and go to another fun level with a different Spidey suit,
Woo.
because we are using the level select, which happens after you beat the game. So, and in order to play this game over again, I actually
Looks
had
like
to
these
get
switches can open
another,
the security doors.
what do you call it, like little memory card at my local game shop, retro game shop.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We did have to do
Yep.
that.
Otherwise, you would have to play this without a memory card, and you, of course, can't save, because this is not like the Super Nintendo and NES, where it would save the data onto the cartridge itself.
2 of the 5 hostages are safe.
Ah, whatever, nobody cares.
I don't understand how we're saving the hostages here. Whenever we go into a new room, the hostage automatically leaves.
We open the door so they can get out.
Okay, alright, that's what I was thinking.
Although if they were really bold, they could just take their chair and throw it up against the glass.
Wouldn't they get, like, hurt by those guys guarding it, though, or...?
Wouldn't they get hurt just running away from said guards?
My compass can tell me the way to the next room.
I mean, Spider-Man does
Yeah.
take all the enemies out, though.
You're right. You're right, they would.
Whoops! Stupid wall. There we go. So basically, the next Spider-Man game that Amber and I will be playing on this channel is Spider-Man 2002, the first Sam Raimi game. And it's done by Treyarch, the same people that made this game.
Ooh.
Actually, no, Neversoft made this game, and Treyarch, I believe. But
Well, going down.
it's exactly the same game as Spider-Man and Spider-Man Electro. It just has like a different coat of paint. It's the same mechanics. They've added some improvements to the web slinging a little bit,
Yeah.
but, you know, more or less it's the same game. It has the same moves. There's a spider shield, there's spider gloves to punch people harder, impact webbing to tie people up. But they added some stealth moves, which they're not really stealth moves. It's okay. There were major leaps and bounds for Spider-Man 2, which we may look at next year, because we're going to be busy doing Spider-Man on the PS4 starting September 7th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. These hostages are really bold because
Mind if I drop in?
they were leaving before you took out all the guards. Like,
As soon as you start beating up the guards, they run away.
I don't think I would be able to do that. Like, sometimes when I watch movies and things, and the hostages are like, they're able to like charge the guards and stuff, I'm thinking, if that was me, I think I'd be frozen with fear. I would not be able to do that.
And I also forgot to do something while we were playing the
More
series.
hostages and a bomb. Have to be really careful here.
Spider-Man was actually able to jump and like tractor beam kick people that I forgot to do.
Yeah.
That's also a move that we'll be using a lot in Spider-Man
Start the
2002.
timer on the
Oh,
bomb
okay.
And take out all the hostages.
What?
I just have some noob questions, but so it's the same game as this game, basically?
It's the same engine.
Oh, okay.
It's not
But
the
a
same
different
game.
plot line?
Different plot line, improved like coat of paint, but it's the same game mechanics.
I need to put the
Oh, okay,
bomb
so
in
it's
a
like he does all the
safe
same stuff, like,
place.
does all this stuff, like pick stuff up and
Yep.
jumps on the ceiling and
They
stuff.
improved the character model. They've added some new things like being able to zip up onto the ceiling, like instantaneously zip around the room, web zipping.
So it's like how Arkham games are all the same, basically, but they're just different.
Yeah, kind of. Alright, so we put that bomb in a safe place. Now we're gonna tuck it in.
You're gonna blow up the money?
Oh well.
Well, better than people getting blowed up.
Not this time, guys.
Exactly. And now we're gonna go change Spidey suits. Because, you know, it's fun. So yeah, I like the level select. I have some favorite levels. The bank heist is fun. Next we're gonna do the Scorpion level.
Spidey, Scorpion.
But not using this suit, so we're gonna exit out and go get our next special suit, which will be...
Cool.
Yeah, we can do 2099. I don't like how 2099 looks in this game, though. Ugh.
Whoa!
Yeah, it doesn't
He
look-
looks like he's peach and blue.
Yeah,
That doesn't look right.
no, doesn't look very good.
Uh-oh, Spidey. Scorpion's headed out for old J. Jonah Jameson from day one, blaming Jameson for being stuck in his Scorpion suit. Spidey had better get there quickly, or JJJ may end up in the obituaries of his own paper.
I was tapping.
All right.
I was tapping my foot to the music too
Pretty
much.
far away.
It was
I jump
intense.
forward and then swing. Bet I can reach it.
Hi, Zelda. You have a nice nap? All right, so this is 2999 Spidey. So Mugello Harris, one of my favorite Spider-Men.
He is cool.
We've talked a lot about him. I don't like how his costume looks in this game. I don't know what happened where he ended up being peach and blue. But I think it's something that also happened in the PlayStation version. This was corrected, of course, for the Dreamcast version of the game. where he's wearing his red and darker blue costume.
Yeah.
Zelda, don't tear up our carpets, please.
He's supposed to look kind of psychedelic, like glowy. His suit is supposed to be glowy, kind of.
No.
Iridescent. No. Maybe I'm
You're
wrong.
just thinking of that one Shattered Dimension game and,
Yeah.
you know,
I am thinking of that.
the other Spider-Man game he appeared in.
And he lives in the year 2099, and he was a fan of Spider-Man, and his name is Miguel, and he became Spider-Man.
He recreated the thing that made Spider-Man Spider-Man,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then he made some improvements to the formula.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Keep your eyes open. The sooner we take out Spider-Man, the sooner the boss pays us.
How do you remember everything about the different comic book characters?
Also, people have to understand that even though there's a lot of similarities to Batman Beyond, 2099 came out first. Like a future superhero as another person under the mask.
But
Batman Beyond was 1998, and this was like 1993 or 4.
yeah, but old Spider-Man didn't teach Miguel how to be Spider-Man.
No, that was something completely different.
Plus, in 2099, he's like way after the original Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Like 99 years at least after, basically.
something like that. Yeah, because Spider-Man was active in the 80s and 90s, and in the comic that they made for the future. So.
And Miguel lives in a world that's all future-y and stuff, with like flying cars and stuff. Or,
Yep,
yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
The tractor beam kick thing that I'm showing, it actually works a lot better in this game compared to the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man game.
That would be so cool if they made a 2099 Spider-Man movie.
That would be awesome. I'd be down for that. And here's more of the comic book stuff that you guys mixed, because the N64 couldn't do FMVs.
Leave him alone, Chuckles.
But out, Webhead.
Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
He's still Peach.
Yeah, I know. Hit Jameson again.
Oh.
So, there was an easier way to do this boss fight. Basically, all you needed to do was, like, leap and kick him. Like the tractor beam kick, as it's called. And you, instead of just getting like 2 or 3 hits on him, you can do like a 4-hit combo this way. So it's a lot easier to beat Scorpion.
Yeah.
So just remember that for my mistake.
You know what I liked about games back then, though? They were just simple and fun. Like, it was just the game. Like, they didn't have any controversial, like, politics in there, or they weren't trying to make, like, a statement or put feminism into it or anything. It was just the characters, and they had the storyline, and that's all they could do. Like, it was just the plot of the story.
That was it.
It was just fun and simple. Simple and clean.
Ah, I see what you did there. Okay, so we're going to show the last spider suit. Hey, what's up, Jama? Jonah Jameson. JJ.
Totes.
Nope, I'm not staying right where I am because I hate this level. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, so the last suit we're going to be looking at is Cosmic Spider. What happens when Spider-Man gets the powers of a god, which happened in the 80s.
Oh, wait. I thought we saw this in that
Spider-Man Unlimited mobile game, yep. We did about, like, 70 episodes of that, and people are like, why in the world did you guys not do any more episodes of that? Gameloft accidentally erased our save file, so we lost all the characters we were working on for, like, 2 to 3 years.
And then they told us, like, oh, you could start over or something, and we were
It's like, no.
how could we possibly do that? What I don't understand is, I think they had the potential to give us all our characters back again. But they just didn't feel like it or something, I don't know, but...
That's the problem with playing mobile games, like, long term. I really believe eventually all the work that we put into Marvel Strike Force, which mostly we just do live streams of that now because it's not really possible to continue the story the way that we've been doing it with the Nexus and all that other stuff because the game, it requires you to go through a lot of microtransactions, and even more so than Power Rangers. Power Rangers just, you know, they want you to buy the new characters, but you really can play the game, even though you'll get your butt kicked, like, fighting other players. You can still buy your favorite Rangers and play, you know, with friends and private matches or other things. With Gameloft's game, not only do you need to buy the certain characters and grind them by spending money, but also, like, you have to play endlessly to make them, like, so leveled up that you can even continue the story. So, I mean,
Yeah.
by the time that we really invested into creating content, we had already completed the story, and we had about 90 spiders. Being able to look at the new spiders because of Gameloft, like, sending them to us.
Yep.
Where is she, Venom?
I mean, it's possible. Our PR guy was trying to talk to them about, like, giving us all the new spiders and maxing them out so we could, like, replay the story, and then whenever they get a new spider character, just run through for 10 minutes.
That game is still going on?
It's still going on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we
4
could
years
start
now.
over again, but I don't know. I wonder, like, in the future, if we did mobile games, if we'd have to do everything twice on 2 different tablets just in case we lost everything, and then we'd have a backup. But that would be so much work.
And that'd be very expensive.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me talk about Cosmic Spider here. So, this version of the character, he's pretty much invincible. If you use this suit the entire game, no matter what difficulty you're playing on, you have increased strength, so after 3 hits, the characters are toast without using the web powers. You are invincible, and your health, or your webbing doesn't disappear either. So,
Yeah.
just like we used the symbiote suit in that one episode, we didn't lose our webbing. It's
Yep.
like the ultimate cheat suit.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't like how it looks. Not a fan of Cosmic Spidey, personally. He's too OP.
I thought he was also in that
Where am I now?
other game we did, besides the mobile.
Yep, he was in another costume for a Spider-Man game that we did.
The one with all the different Spider-Man in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so he has, like, god powers or whatever as Spider-Man.
Yeah, phenomenal cosmic powers.
Isn't he supposed to be sparkling, or his suit is supposed to look like stars or something?
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, this was the N64. Also, I thought that he's supposed to, like, web zip up and hang upside down like Spider-Man. Like, if he just stands idle for a while, but he doesn't seem to be doing that.
I thought he's supposed to look like... You know in Ben 10 there's that one alien that Ben 10 turns into that's all stars with black? I can't remember what his name is.
I never liked that suit because you can kind of see spider butt. Like,
I know,
it's
like
more
his-
defined compared to
His lower
everybody else.
side is highlighted, like,
Yeah.
extremely, yeah. Well, like in graphic design, they say anything that's lighter colors comes forward at you, like, way more.
Yeah, so just personal preference, guys. I know that a lot of people didn't like the Scarlet Spider costume, but I've always liked it because in a lot of games it was easier to see, and it had definitely, this is 90s.
I think it looks cool. I like it. It looks laid back and kind of cool.
And I like the look of the Ben Reilly Spider-Man costume, too. That was a very 90s edge to the, traditional Spider-Man costume.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see it, like, brought back, because I don't think it works anymore, but for the 90s and the era that the 90s were, I think it worked well. But anyway, that is the final episode of Spider-Man on the N64. Thank you so much for watching this
Yay!
bonus. Join us this Friday for Spider-Man 2002. Till we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!